Hey girl.
Hey girl.
Okay, so are we ready to just go for it?
Kind of like muffled on my end, but it's I don't know.
Okay. Hey! Hello
I'm
guys.
Heather.
And I'm Maya, your very humble host.
And I'm Heather, your very humble host.
Yeah. And this is weird because we're not actually in the same room. We're trying out something new. So,
Yeah, we're doing this virtually. We're like straight back to lockdown where everything was recorded virtually.
so sorry
Um,
if it sounds a bit weird. We're just testing things out. But
yeah,
hopefully
we're
it's you guys
experimenting.
are able to listen to it. Yeah.
Um, so yeah, so it hasn't. It's been what since summer since we've done an episode. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, we've just never found the sort of time and been able to commit to sitting down and recording anything.
Mm.
But we're here and we have like a couple planned ahead, so we hopefully shouldn't run out of things to talk about. Uh, so yeah, today we're kind of going to be going over recap of the Oscars, really, kind of what we enjoyed last year and what we're looking forward to.
Yeah.
Just to kind of get us started again. So Maya, would you like to start with your favourite films of last year and what you're looking forward
Ooh.
to?
Should we do like top five?
Yeah, go for it.
All right. So, and number five, I put Top Gun. Like, well, if you think about it, it's not like it's a good film. You can't tell me I'm wrong, but it's a film, and I feel like I can appreciate how good it is, but it's not like it didn't grip me enough to be higher, but it still kind of made like a good impression on me. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my top five. What is your top five?
Okay, what my number five film?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. My number five film from last year, and I've changed this around so much, but I've gone for The Menu,
Oh.
because it's not a film that I feel like I would really enjoy, but it's something that's really stuck with me. Like I kind of,
Mhm.
it's like not probably not for all the right reasons, but a lot of it is just kind of like stay with me, and I keep thinking about it. I'm like, that was a really good film.
It really
And I
was.
don't know. I just feel like when a film sticks with you like that, it's kind of it's got to be in your top five, you know.
Mhm. Very
So that is
same.
my number five film is The Menu. It's very cleverly made, and I really like the meaning behind it. And yeah, I recommend it. So yeah.
Yeah, if you think about it, because this is my number four actually menu, so you can
Oh,
carry on talking
okay.
about it. I don't know, it made a good impression on me because not only is it made good, but it was really like thought out in like how it's written. I don't know, it just I didn't expect it to surprise me that much.
Yeah.
Also, you know, we love women.
Yes. Anya Taylor Joy, my queen.
We love
Anyway,
her. Um,
should I just go on my number four then, since The Menu's your number
mhm.
four? So my number four, My Little Fitty Kid Heart, Matilda the musical.
Aw.
I cannot tell you how much I've loved this musical for so long. For like at least 7 years, it's been like my favorite musical, and the film was just done so beautifully. Like it just really kind of exceeded my expectations. And like I understand kind of maybe on like a technical way, it might not be kind of in everyone's top five films, but like the way it was made and the way there were some really beautiful shots in it and the colors,
Mhm.
it was just really beautiful and it just made me feel very happy that I think I was just really happy I wasn't disappointed in it because I've been really disappointed in a lot of movie musicals recently. It just
Mhm.
kind of did everything it needed to do and more for like the fans, so I'm really happy
Mhm.
with it. So that's my number
Definitely.
four film. And if
I
you want
love
a film with like, really good cinematography, I'd recommend Matilda the Musical because it's actually great. Anyway, carry on.
the opening shot is amazing. I love the colors of it. Um, yeah, I love it. It kind of like the difference as well. The opening scene was very colorful, and then like as the film goes on, like it's more like dark. I like the contrast. How then it's like darker and grey, but then as she like I don't want to spoil the film, but as the ending comes, and there is obviously like a happy ending, like the colors come back, and I don't know, I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's cute. My mom actually didn't like it.
What?
She was
No.
like, "Oh, yeah, no, but I don't like how, they were treating their kids, how this is kind of like child abuse in a way." I'm like, this is like what? I was just like, but then the ending, like that's the whole point of it. And she's like, yeah, but I don't know, I didn't really like it. I think it's the fact that her name is also Agatha, so she was kind of offended
Right.
probably.
Oh, I see, I see.
That's my guess, but yeah. It's on Netflix, isn't it?
For American
Oh, is
audiences,
it? Okay.
but it comes out for the UK in June, I think, on Netflix, which
Okay.
that
So June for England. Watch out. And people in America, go watch it now because, like, what are you doing with your lives? Anyways.
so for the
um,
number three.
yeah, my number three is Bullet Train. Oh,
Oh, do you
I
know
love it.
what? Valid. That is really
Mm-hmm.
valid.
When we went to watch it in the cinema, for some reason, I was kind of like, I don't know, I had mixed feelings about it. I was like, it's good, but I also kind of, there's something I didn't really like about it. But when I rewatched it, I was like, oh my God, this is a masterpiece. Like, not only is like Tangerine super hot, and also just I love like his personality, but also I was just like, yeah, I don't know, I loved it. I feel like it was like a good action film, and I don't know, I just love things with like an Asian theme, like there's like do you know what I mean? Like I like the aesthetic of it.
Yeah, it had the good
Um,
colours. I feel like
yeah,
me and you really appreciate colours. That's kind of what we're learning from this.
100%. That makes the film so much better.
It
Um,
does, to be fair. It does.
and oh, the Thomas the Tank Engine
Oh,
references,
yeah.
they made me
You know
cry.
what?
Literally, it was so funny.
I remember that's like us and My Little Pony. Like, we just like assign people My Little Pony characters, and it's so funny. And then we just
Yeah.
looked at each other that film. We were like, that's us and My Little Pony. Like, Thomas the Tank Engine and My Little Pony just have this kind of, I don't know, unanimous
Yeah.
sort of
We usually,
agreement.
like in the film, they were like, oh, he's such a diesel. Whereas me and you, we kind of more like, oh, she's such a Twilight Sparkle. Oh, a better Twilight
Yeah.
Sparkle.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
would never pick
I hate
that.
Twilight.
That was, yeah.
If you
Twilight
like
Sparkle hates us.
Twilight, get
Rainbow
out.
Dash
Yeah.
best pony. Yeah.
Sorry?
Rainbow Dash is the best pony.
100%. Rarity, I also love Rarity.
I love Rarity. I love Applejack as well.
Oh yeah, Queen.
Anyway,
Okay,
we are My
fine.
Little Pony posting again.
Let's not go down
I would
that
just
rabbit
I was
hole.
set on from Bullet Train. I enjoyed Bullet Train a lot. I was the same.
Hmm.
I was like, yeah, it was alright. But then I kind of like pondered it, and I was like, do you know what? Actually, that was like a really,
It's
really
a fun
enjoyable
film.
movie. It is a
Hmm.
fun film. It's like it's really violent, but at the same time, it's one you can just sit down and
Yeah,
kind of
I
just
feel
like
like
roll along with.
I feel like when I rewatched it, I kind of knew the violent bits were coming. Because when I first watched, I was like, "Oh my God, this is so violent." But as I rewatched it, I had that already in mind, and I feel like that's what allowed me to, enjoy the film more and like take it in more. You know, I hope you understand what I'm saying. I literally cannot
Yeah,
speak right now. But
that's
yeah, just
okay.
moving on
I'll
from
you
that.
know what? I'll just move on to my number three, and it will hopefully you
Yeah,
can
go,
bring
please
back
go.
your words. So my number three film was Glass Onion, the Out mystery spin-off
Oh,
sequel.
valid. Love that.
Yeah, how it was so good. It was like I understand when people say the first one is better, but this one's kind of I don't know. I feel like you can't really compare the two because the two are so different. But I'm not here to talk about the first one. I'm here to talk about the sequel slash spin-off.
I want to
Um,
say it was more funner, even more like
it,
relatable.
I liked the way it was done. Like I kind of liked the way you kind of like I like the way it was structured a lot. Because it was kind of like there were so many plot twists, but it wasn't too many that it was getting ridiculous. And I
Mhm.
don't want to spoil anything, but it was kind of like it constantly kept like, what? It was just, it kind of reminded me why I love this, you know.
Yeah.
Um, it was great. I think every murder mystery ever needs to be looking up to the Glass Onion franchise because it's honestly so good. The cast was great. Characters were great. Um, yeah,
I want to say this one
I
was more relatable as well. I don't
how
know.
so?
I feel like I understood I found the jokes more funnier than the first one. I can't remember the first one, but I remember the first one was more like, okay, funny. Whereas this one, it had like, I don't know what it was, but it really hit my humor for some reason. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. So I
it was.
think, mhm.
Sorry, carry on. No, carry on.
No, I was just gonna say, I think it's like number 7 on my letterbox list.
Oh well, do you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough.
So, but yeah, carry on.
I've got Turning Red as my number seven. That was like one of my favorite movies of last year as well.
I loved
Um,
it.
there were so many good movies last year. It was so hard to rank.
Uh-huh. 2021
Yeah,
was lacking, but
yeah. 2022 made up for it.
it did good.
Um,
Um,
do you know what? Do you want us to go on to number two?
yeah. So, I put down, I'm not entirely sure if I would put it as number 2 now, but according to my letterbox list, Don't Worry Darling is the second one. And I know people are saying it's mid, but it for some reason it just really invested me. Like all the theories I had afterwards. I remember we walked out the cinema and we were just like discussing theories and how, oh my god,
Yeah.
what if blah 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 blah, and I don't know, it blew my mind. And okay, Harry Styles, I babes, what are you doing there? Like the dancing is really not it.
The
Um,
dancing, I will never forget the dancing.
I know it was tragic, but I
So
think
fun.
Florence Pugh like definitely carried. I don't know. I love the plot twist, and I love the style. It was the 50s. Was it the 50s? I think it was, or the 60s. Yeah, it was the 50s. I love that aesthetic as well, and it was just again colorful and then just like really eye pleasing to me. Uh, yeah,
It was really
that's.
unique, I feel like. You
Mhm.
know?
Yeah, hundred
Had a unique
percent.
style to it. I'd be lying if I said the ending didn't piss me off a little bit. Um,
Oh, the
because
ending.
I know you like the kind of theorizing and the questioning, but I don't. I like clear endings. I like clear wrap ups of stories, and I
Fair
think that's
enough.
why it kind of annoyed me a little bit. I don't want to get into spoilers, but I was kind of left thinking a little bit like, okay, what now?
What now?
And that
Yeah.
did kind of annoy me a little bit. So I think if it kind of had like a clearer ending, I would like it a lot more. But it was kind of
Fair
like I
enough.
was really enjoying it, and then the ending was a bit like, oh, like okay. So yeah, um,
Fair enough.
that's my
I don't
brief
know.
thoughts on that film. But
Yeah, that's
I do respect you. I do support you in that being your number two film.
yeah. Florence Pugh, we love her. Okay, what is your number 2?
My number two film is a film where the last word is two. Um,
Huh?
two, and it's just Sonic the Hedgehog two. So right, let me explain myself. So all of the movies that have
What?
come before this, technically probably are better movies, right? However,
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, Sonic the Hedgehog is there to entertain. He is there for fan service, and he entertained me, and he gave me fan service, and I literally cannot ask any more of this movie. I think the first movie, it just felt more like a movie with Sonic the Hedgehog in it, but this movie felt more like a Sonic the Hedgehog movie, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. I was so excited, and it met all my expectations. There were some bits that I think could have like they were a bit unnecessary, aka the human bit. Um, some of it kind of like felt a bit slow, and it was a bit eye rolly, but like it's sort of the hedgehog. He's a silly little guy. Like you can forgive him for being silly and goofy. So I just like
So,
funny little blue hedgehog, and I love Tails and I love Knuckles and I love Jim
mhm.
Carrey Eggman and I love this film and I love all the references and I love Sonic the Hedgehog so much.
Exactly, we got Tails here, and I just love Knuckles. Their little bonding moments. Cute.
Yes, so that's my reasoning. Is funny little blue hedgehog goes fast. That is why it's my
Zoom.
second most favourite film of last year. So there you
Oh,
go.
I'm so sorry. Okay. Should I move on to my number one?
Yeah, I have no more to say. So, I mean, I could, but I won't.
You could,
So,
but you wouldn't stop.
no, and mine you to stop me before I don't stop. So, please
Alright.
reveal your number one. Do you want a drum roll?
Dun. So, my number one is The Fablemans.
Woo! Wait, I
Woo!
swear that was like
It's
2023 for like
Well,
UK
it
people.
technically counts as a 2022, like the original US release. For us,
Right,
it's a early 2023 release.
right.
But if you when you go on the film, it shows 2022. So technically, I'm gonna count it here because I think this is a masterpiece, and I'll count it both for the list in this year, and then next year you'll probably hear the same film appear because this is how good it is. I loved it. It's an experience. What else can I say? I cried. I loved it. This is like, everything. And it's
It
also
was
like a
very good.
loose biography, wasn't it? Of, oh my God, I'm not sure.
Steven Spielberg,
Yeah, Steven Spielberg.
that guy,
That
the
guy.
guy who made the
Yeah,
film,
that one. And I
that
just
guy.
loved seeing his story, how he started making films. And I feel like I found it relatable as well because obviously we're doing like a filming course and uh, yeah, and it just like really moved me how his family relationship was also going. I don't know, it moved me. It was literally everything I wanted. The closing shot as well. I don't know if you
Oh, it
remember, but hmm?
was beautiful.
It was beautiful. I think it's one of the best ones I've ever seen. That's all I'm gonna say because if you haven't seen this, what the hell are you doing? Literally
So
5 out of 5 stars. My favorite film. Watch it now, please. Okay.
so true, Bessie. So true. I yeah, I backed that up. I enjoyed it a lot. It's not on my 2022 list just because it was a
Fair.
2023 UK release. So I'm kind of
Mhm.
like going off my just because 2022 was so hard to rank already, and there were so many good
Yeah.
films at the beginning of this year that I was like, it's going to complicate things even more if I put them into 2022. So I put them into
And
2023.
I support that.
But yeah, I enjoyed that a lot. It would probably be very high on my 2022 list if it was on here. So I
Fair.
enjoyed it a lot. I was kind of sitting there the whole time going, he's so me. Because like I said, I'm a film student. I'm a film nerd. He is a film nerd. Like you know,
Mhm.
film nerds, aka our target audience, go watch this film. Yeah. So you've kind of said it all really. I
Yeah.
recommend. Um,
Okay.
so my number one,
Yeah.
if
Drum
it
roll.
wasn't drumroll, so I just
Oh,
want
I
to
know it
say
is.
if it wasn't for the fact that it came out in 2022 for the US and 2023 for the UK, it'd be Puss in Boots: The Last Wish because I love that
Oh,
film
I'm so.
so much. Um, but I cannot count it as 2022. So my 2022 top film is RRR. Okay, Maya, shut
Oh.
up because you didn't like this film, so don't speak. I
I
love
didn't
this
say I
film.
didn't like it. I didn't like it that much. There.
Right. I think it's honestly the best, one of the best films I've ever watched in my entire life. I like a bit like you were saying, woman. I just loved every second, and I don't think I've thought about a movie for so long after I finished watching it. It's just like everything I could ever want in a movie. It's just like I got the chance to go see this at the cinema, and it was amazing. Um, it's just a spectacle. It's got literally everything you want in a movie. It's got sort of violence. It's got like musical dance numbers. It's got like heartwarming moments. It's got romance. It's got comedy. It's got. Do you know what I mean? It's like
Mm.
it's just everything to me, and it's 3 hours long, but it's obviously the best 3 hours of cinema I've ever watched in my life. Um,
Oh.
so please just if you want to be reminded of why cinema is so great, watch RRR, please. I'm begging, and watch it with subtitles because the subtitles have lyric translations in songs that like just adds so much to the story. So yes,
Mm.
I could gush about this movie forever, but I will stop myself because they're like 20 minutes in. And yeah, that concludes our 2022 ranking.
Whoop, whoop,
Woo!
whoop. Okay. But should we just briefly like touch on what we're excited about for this year?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
I
Do you
feel
want to
like
start
most of
again?
the things I was excited about already came out. For example, like Puss. They were like it finally came out, as well as what else came out? Oh, oh yeah, Scream. Oh my God, I love Scream.
You can gush about Scream if you want. You have like
Like
2 minutes.
this is one of my favorite films so far this year. Like I love Scream. Like I love the franchise. It was everything. It's like the second best of the franchise. The sound design, amazing. Yeah. I literally, if like once I start talking about Scream, I won't stop. But it's amazing, and I am so happy it came out. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. What are you excited about?
Okay. Here are my like top. Okay, so again, some of my movies I was looking forward to this year have already come out, such as
Yeah.
Puss in Boots, Mario. What else? Fablemans was a UK release this year. So Master Home Shoes on. Anyway, so not including the ones that have already come out by the time we record this, which is the beginning of April. Five Nights at Freddy's movie, bro. I am going to be there opening night. Maybe it depends how what age rating it gets and how bad it's going to be. But yes, I'm a FNAF kid, um, and so I will be there probably cosplaying with a couple of friends, and it'll be great. Um, horror. Barbie movie,
Ah,
like
yes. I
it's
want it now.
actually
I need it now. Not
Barbie
only is
movie
it
is gonna.
directed by my favorite director, Greta Gerwig, also we have Margot Robbie as Barbie. What else do you need?
Uh-huh. Dua
The
Lipa's
trailer
gonna
looks
be in
so
it.
good as
Dua
well.
Lipa. Dua Lipa. Yeah, I'm hyped.
Dua, we love her. I'm so hyped. I showed my
It's
parents the
gonna.
trailer, and they were like, "Okay, like this is gonna be a silly little film." And I'm like, this is gonna be a masterpiece. Like, if this doesn't get nominated for like all the awards, then I'll be pissed. I'll be annoyed.
Oh, genuinely, like, probably my most anticipated movie of the year so far.
I think like
Like,
ever. I've never been this excited about a film.
yeah, so that's Barbie. Also, Guardians of the Galaxy Part 3.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited, but I'm also really scared because, like, I don't know, slight spoiler slash not, their trailers have very not so subtly
I
hinted
haven't
that
seen the trailer.
Rocket. No, oh, so not the trailer. I meant the poster. Well, the trailer
Oh,
too.
okay.
But there's this one. There's so many posters that hint that Rocket's gonna die,
Mm,
and they're not even trying to be like sort of kind
discreet
of
about it.
hint. Yeah, they're kind of straight up like, here is
Yeah, he's
some
gonna die.
Rocket angst, and it's like, man, that's
Yeah.
kind of a bummer, but I'm still excited to see it.
Mm.
Also Spider Verse. I'm excited for Spider Verse. That looks great.
I feel like everyone's
I
excited
saw
about that one.
I saw the trailer when I went to see Mario, and there's a bit at the end of the trailer where they recreate the Spider-Man pointing meme, and it just made me laugh so hard. And I was the only person in the cinema that was like actually belly laughing at it. And it was
Yeah.
like a full cinema. It was like a Bucktown cinema as well. And I was just laughing so hard, and it was so embarrassing because everyone was looking at me laughing. I was like, why is no one else laughing with me?
They probably didn't get it.
So same on them. And then also like Elemental and Wish and all those other cute little animated Disney
Yeah, the
Pixar films
cute.
that are coming up. So
I'm also
yeah,
excited about the Hunger Games. Like it's not like the
yes,
Hunger Games, but it's like what's it called? Like before how the Hunger Games kind of started. I mean, I can't remember what that word is. It's like a not a sequel, but like is it a prequel? Is that what it's called?
a prequel. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
It's like about snow, isn't it?
Uh-huh. And how yeah. I don't want to spoil it too much, but yeah, it is. I read the book like during lockdown, and I remember it was quite good. It wasn't obviously as good as The Hunger Games, but I feel like the film will be solid. I don't know. I love the franchise, so I'm hyped.
Yes, I back that up. I haven't read the book, but I agree with everything else that you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
Sounds like fun.
my top three most anticipated: Five Nights at Freddy's, Barbie, Spider-Verse.
My top three is Hunger Games, uh, Little Mermaid, and then Barbie number one.
Little
Actually,
Mermaid itself,
scratch that.
yes.
Yeah, Little Mermaid. Yeah,
I
almost
don't
order.
know. I feel like Little Mermaid. I thought it was going to be better than it does look, but then also
The
it's really
trailer
hard to judge.
disappointed me a bit. I'm
I don't know.
sorry.
I feel like because when you think about it, though, I didn't like the Mario trailer, but I liked the Mario movie. So
Yeah,
it's kind of like I don't know. We'll see. I just hate how the sea looks so empty
yeah. I
at
feel like it
times.
might
But
look quite tacky, which I'm so scared about.
yeah,
We'll
I don't
see. We'll
know.
see.
So there you go. That's kind of just like stuff to get to look forward to. But I just want to say, them releasing the Five Nights at Freddy's movie like the weekend before Halloween, like the earliest date to Halloween they can release it. Literally genius. I love it for it. And the fact it's this year and it's not next year. Yeah, 27th of October, baby. Okay. Do you want to do a rough recap on the Oscars?
Yeah. What pissed you off? Like, what annoyed you the most?
What pissed me off?
Like,
Puss in Boots should have won Best Animated Film.
100%. I agree. Like, sure, Pinocchio was good. Like, it definitely made me feel loads of emotions. But I feel Pinocchio just pissed me off so much. The character, I was just like, oh my god, someone shut this wooden boy up. I swear. Um, at least at the beginning, he was like a bit of a spoiled brat. Let's be honest.
Yeah. I guess that
It's
is kind of
beautiful.
the point, but it was kind of like a bit like
It just
even
reminded
like
me why I hate kids.
even the live action Disney Pinocchio wasn't as annoying.
Mm,
But I don't know. I do love stop motion, and don't get me wrong.
yeah.
It's like probably one of my favorite styles of animation. I don't know. I just didn't fall in love with it in the same way everyone else did. Like I don't think it was bad. I just was like
Yeah, that's what I think.
this
It
one
was
as a
good.
pursuit. Like
But was it the
yeah.
best animated film? Out of all the
No.
nominees? I don't think so.
It's up there. It's on the list, but it's not
hmm
the best. You know. Yeah.
Do you know what
So
else was robbed?
what
Everything Ever All at Once for costume design, costume and
for
makeup
costume
design.
design? Yeah, for costume design
Yeah,
it was. Mm-hmm.
like I can see why The Whale won because obviously it is amazing how realistic they made it. But then again,
No, that
when you
was
look at all the costumes, they amaze me so much. They elevated the film.
they'd
Um,
Wakanda Forever one costume and
what?
the whale one makeup
No?
and yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Mm,
Yeah, just letting you know.
thank you for letting me know, because I thought it was The
You're
Whale.
welcome. Well, same with the whale. Same with Wakanda Forever.
Yeah,
Both
no, I
it's
feel
like
like
they were both
Wakanda was okay, but then, come on. Everything I Love
I don't
Ever All
know.
at Once, it's so much better.
Everything
Anyways.
like everything ever all at once. I thought it was like fine personally. I absolutely loved the hell out of the editing and the costumes and the makeup. They were my top three favorite things about the movie, and only one of those things won an award. And I was like, bro, it won every award apart from the ones I wanted it
For
to.
real.
So yeah.
I think it was a good film, but I understand what you're saying. It was a lot to take in, to be honest.
I don't know. I just thought the plot got quite messy at times.
Yeah. Wait,
So
I'll be
I don't
back
know.
in a
Maybe a
second.
rewatch is due.
No, będziemy bardzo no, będziemy jeszcze siedzieć, ale no. Sorry, carrying on because my mother was asking like, what am I doing?
You're all
And
good.
literally from the podcast. Anyways, let's
You're all
continue.
good.
What else was robbed in my opinion? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I am pissed that Jamie Lee Curtis won actress. Like, don't get me wrong, she's a legend, but in that category, she shouldn't have won. Like,
I feel like so
sort
many
of,
people. Yeah.
just like
Should have won.
previously, she could have won for anything previously, but in that category,
She was
literally,
so
she was
mid.
at the bottom of the list. Like, I don't dislike Jamie Lee Curtis. I just dislike the fact she won that category.
Do you know who should
Like a
have won
lot.
it? Stephanie. Wait, was her name Stephanie?
Definitely, yeah.
Stephanie Sue. Yeah. Why? Why? Why hasn't
Right,
she
yeah, I
won?
know. Angela Bassett as
So pitiful.
well. Oh my,
Yeah,
please tell me you've seen that meme. Angela Bassett did the thing. Please tell me you've seen that.
I feel like I've heard it, but I I don't know really what you're talking about now.
It's
Uh,
what's her name? Anita DeBose. She did like this performance, and she went. Angela Bassett did the thing, and it became like a massive meme, and everyone was like, Angela Bassett did not do the thing at the Oscars, and everyone was really sad about it. So yeah.
oh,
Anyway, I was just goofing. Um, yeah, I'm pissed about that.
I'm also pissed that EO didn't win international film. I was rooting for that film. Not only because it's, a Polish film. To be honest, it's also like the only international film I saw. Actually, no. I started watching. Wait, did. Uh, 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 wait, what won it actually? International film. Yeah, All Quiet on the Western Front. I started watching that,
Uh,
and it's like a war film. Like it's
yeah,
yeah. I guess I can see why it's been nominated for stuff. Like it's a good, like it's well made. But it pisses me off that it won so many awards. And for international films, I feel like there were so many more unique films, and
yeah.
this one just kind of won too many. And EO just made me cry because it was made so well, and it's actually like a good Polish film. And Poland doesn't do a lot of good films, so I don't know.
I find it
It's
kind of
just
ironic
tacky.
how international film is supposed to like celebrate sort of the way different cultures make movies, but the
Hmm.
same culture won like 5 awards and didn't give a chance for anything else.
For
Um,
real, and it just they
you
go
know,
with like a standard like Hollywood film, and the
yeah.
standard
Um,
it pissed me off so much.
but I
Um,
don't know. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak. But I do think I do know a lot of people to talk about that, so I will happily jump on that bandwagon because
mhm.
um, yeah, the majority of Oscar watchers seem to be on the same boat with kind of opinions on winners, so I'm happy to jump on that. However, people are hating on the boy, the Marvel Fox and the Horse, and I will not stand for it.
Oh, I haven't
I have
seen it, but it
seen
looks so cute.
I have
Why?
seen nothing but slaughter for that short film, and I enjoyed the hell out of it. And I will. I don't care if it's a live, laugh, love in like 30 minutes. It was so cute. The way the mole walks is enough for it to win an Oscar for
It
me.
looks so
So,
adorable.
um, I will not. I might be the only movie enjoyer on who has reviewed the Oscars that is not standing for slaughter for that animated short film. But here I am. I will happily be the representation that it needs.
I feel
So.
like I will back you up. It looks so cute. I might watch it like tonight because it's only 30 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, I reckon.
Um,
Yeah, it's just
it
like
looks
a nice little cute
adorable.
thing. It's a
The
cute
little
little thing. I
fox.
watched it when I had a headache, and I think it cured my headache. So yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's cute.
I'm trying to think of anything else. Um,
I don't really know. I think that's the
it
things
was a
that
pretty
annoy me
good.
the
It was
most.
a pretty good show this year, to be fair. Jimmy Kimmel, please never
No
invite him
drama.
back. Um, yeah, please
He
never invite
needs
him
to
back
learn
to
to
the
shut
office.
up sometimes. Like
Please,
think before he
please,
speaks.
honestly, please invite Jimmy Fallon next time. We love him. They kind of invite the wrong Jimmy. Like they kind of got confused
Mhm.
with Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel. But at least it wasn't Ricky Gervais. He's like he's like the worst. So it could have been him.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
um, yeah, I
Okay.
was
So,
quite happy with the
well,
Oscars this
also
year.
the
I think.
Fablemans haven't won anything. Whoa, you're back.
Hi, Bessie.
Hi, bestie. I forgot this website only lets us film for 30 minutes, but we're back.
We're back. Where
I
did
don't
we
really
go
know if
before it
we.
cuts off?
I don't know. I think we were just talking about how it was decent. Like there wasn't any drama. Oh, I think I mentioned the Fablemans haven't won anything,
Oh yeah, that was
and
a
I'm
scam.
annoyed. It should have won something.
Yeah,
Definitely deserved an
I agree.
award.
Yeah.
That's
Um,
about it, really.
I am thrilled Natu Natu won Best Dance,
I was
well,
gonna
Best
say
Original
that as
Song.
well.
And yeah, the performance was great.
It definitely
Yeah,
altered
I'm
my
really happy.
brain.
Yeah, altered my brain chemistry for real. Uh, I'm
Oh
thrilled with that
man.
one. I'm actually really happy Avatar won production.
It
Because
deserved
I'm
it.
just saying this now, the ocean production designers in Little
So
Mermaid
pretty.
should take a look
I
at
love the ocean,
Avatar.
like the ocean girl. I don't know what her name is, but she was so beautiful, so pretty.
Yeah, she was. Yeah. Oh my god, she was so beautiful. The mermaid one, or the one who was like connected with
The
the
one,
water.
the the mermaid one.
Yeah, she was beautiful. She was. I saw her in the trailer, and I was like, oh my god, she's beautiful.
It's like such a good action film as well. Like considering how it's, how much hard work they put in it. Like it definitely paid off.
Yeah.
And I want to see in 4D. I feel like it will be so fun.
I in 4D would be great. I saw it in 3D, and it was really good.
Yeah, same.
But
I want
yeah,
to see in
4DX would be
4D.
great. You saw Scream in 4DX, didn't you? I don't know how you
Oh
did it.
yes, that was what made it good because like when they were walking past like streets or when like Ghostface was approaching, you could feel like a light breeze, and it was honestly so good.
Oh, I could not do that.
Also, oh my god, you know what else was rocked? Babylon.
What?
Like it's
Yeah.
not my favorite film, but what the hell was that noise? Sorry. But it definitely should have won like the song original score. Um, because it's just so iconic. Like when you mention Babylon, all I can think of is that song. I can't
Yeah.
explain it, but you know what I'm talking about. When you
No,
think Babylon,
I have heard like that this score and it was robbed. This score was robbed. But I haven't seen Babylon. But yeah, I do agree.
yeah, it's okay. The film is okay, but the music makes it so good.
Yeah.
And it should have won. Anyways, that's about it really. Um, is there anything else you want to mention?
Um, nothing that like springs to mind. I don't know if it
Yeah,
cut off when we were talking about Jimmy Kimmel, but basically we don't want Jimmy Kimmel. We want Jimmy Fallon. So
we
just in
should
case
start a
it cut that off, that's
petition
like the main
to get him
basis of
rid
that
of.
conversation. Wait, what? Sorry.
We should start a petition to, get rid of him.
Yeah, because he's done it like 2 years in a row. I swear. Um,
Not if not even more. Just, yeah.
it could have been worse, but I think he's had his time now. Yeah,
He
I
should
don't know. I was
retire.
pretty happy with the Oscars this year. There was like a few blips like such like we discussed, but like
Mhm.
overall, I'm really happy. Michelle won main actress. Oh, oh my God!
Mhm.
Why didn't we mention Key winning
He,
actor? His speech where he was like, "Mom, I
yeah,
won an Oscar." Bro,
I
I had tears
cried.
in my eyes watching that speech. That was so good. I could not think
People
of
were
anyone
like
more
laughing at him, like hating on his speech, like making fun of him. What is wrong with you?
yeah, yeah.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. I was, yeah, every actor that won for Everything Everywhere All at Once, apart from Jamie Lee Curtis, I'm just so happy for them. If
Yeah,
Stephanie won, it would have been like the Holy Trinity.
literally,
But
it would have been
yeah,
my dream. But
um,
yeah, that's about it, really. I think this episode is, like a short, little, sweet one, kind of like a recap just
yeah,
to get us in.
just to kick us back into it.
And yeah, we'll
Yeah,
try and film one soon as well. Hopefully, it will come at some point.
we'll try get better. We'll try.
We won't leave you guys for like months again.
Yeah, we're back, baby. Okay.
Yeah,
Um,
okay.
Thank you for listening, and we'll see you
Yeah,
soon
thank
on the
you.
Movie Mood podcast.
See you guys. Bye.
Bye bye.
Wait,
Bye
what's our
bye.
outro?
Oh,
What's
is
our
our
outro?
outro? We do have an
Uh,
outro. This is our outro. There is
oh
no
wait, no, we messed
outro.
up our intro. We were like we get you into the mood for movies. I don't know.
We can redo the intro if you like. Just
I can't
want to
remember what
redo
it
the
was.
intro?
We'll do it next time. We'll do it next time.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
That was
well,
very
see you
smooth,
guys.
Sarah. Bye bye.
Bye.